Hey guys, welcome to this abridged version of my spoiler-free review of Offshoot, a crime drama currently showing in cinemas across the country. Offshoot is written by Temitope, Bolade and Dichie Enunwa and is directed by Ayeny. Let's quickly run through this summary of this movie as found on IMDb. Modesire has just been appointed as head investigation and operations of the NDA after the demise of her boss. D, as she's fondly called, sees this as an opportunity to prove that she is more than capable of ridding the country of the drug menace that has been plaguing it in recent times. She immediately hits the ground running with several successful raids and quickly catches the attention of the drug cartel. When she starts to receive death threats, her husband Dike becomes worried and tries to talk her out of pursuing the cartel so aggressively, but for Modesire, there's no turning back. It's all or nothing. Her constant refusal to see reason even when the threats intensify and involve their daughter greatly annoys Dike and puts a strain on their relationship. In a bid to save his wife and family as a whole, Dike has to make the best and worst decision of his life, taking them both on a roller coaster journey that threatens her job, their marriage, and eventually maybe even her sanity. Guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, would you please consider subscribing, and also please like this video. Thank you. Let's discuss very briefly the cast and performances, and I'll stick to only the key cast here. Kehinde Bankole plays Modesire and she's great in this role. Kelechi Udegbe plays Dike, her husband. He's very dexterous here in his change of expressions and demeanor, his general demeanor and courage here. David Jones, who plays Zuki/Azuka, he's all right here. I think the script doesn't do him any favors here, so I'm holding it against not him. In general, he's a really good actor. Ibrahim Suleiman here is probably my top performance in this movie. Also, he's easy on the eyes, he's a tall drink of water. Linda Ejiofor's husband is. Gregory Ejiofor's skills, his performance here is all right, but I think he's starting to stereotype himself. Bimbo Manuel, finally, as chairman, he appears only once, but that's probably the best monologue delivery I've seen in a hot minute. Let's get straight to what works. In general, I've already given the cast and performances a pretty high rating. Production design here is decent, the editing is good, sound design is good as well, with a score that helps heighten the tension. The color grading is good, dark brooding tones that accentuate the general underworld tone of this movie. There's very wholesome cinematography here. I don't know if wholesome is a word I've ever used to describe the cinematography, but there we go. The scenes, especially the action sequences, are very well choreographed. There's good chemistry between the couple and the family relationship. That's also filmed very nicely. There's very clear character motivation. There's a bit of misdirection in the plot that is very well executed. Taking on the story of drug menace in Nigeria, there's the whole drug crisis. It's a daring topic of choice, and that I admire. Guys, have you liked this video? Are you subscribed to my channel? If not, why not? Let's carry on with what does not work. Some of the camera movements I found to be a bit distracting. It takes a minute for the actors to get comfortably in their roles. Eventually, they put on a really strong performance, like I've already said, but at the very beginning, they feel and sound a bit rehearsed. The plots could have been better, just established and connected. There's not very great character development. I did mention that I see the character motivation, however, that's not the same as character development. There's a subplot there about making a baby that feels incongruous with the other plot elements, and it's even more incongruous with Dike's sudden turnaround when he decides to offer his wife his full support, even when the reason why he did not support her in the first place, the threats, have not gone away. Dike as a husband is played as almost petty and whiny in his demands of his wife regarding her new role. The suspense is well handled, but I don't really enjoy very much how the reveal comes about. I thought it was too easy. Some scenes don't feel finished or resolved. Then there's a general lack of emotional beats, and just I've had a feeling that I didn't find the heart of this story and just the way it ties directly to the stakes in this movie, which I don't feel that are personal enough. The interference of men in Mode's life make her appear weak and like a puppet, which isn't great for your protagonist. That's all for what does not work, guys. In conclusion, while the topic of drug business and the cartel and all of that is interesting, the choice of cannabis poses certain complications, and the movie misses an opportunity to bring the conversation into current trends. That said, I wholeheartedly recommend this movie. It's a decently made film with lots of, just strong performances, attention to detail, and definitely not a bad way to spend 2 hours. Don't forget, there's a longer, extended, detailed version of this review. It will be put down below. I'd like to say thank you to the executive producer, Oluwatoyin Adewumi, for extending me this screener. Thank you so much, guys, and what do I tell you? You have the right to an incredible viewing experience, so never settle.